Hello, Leo. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I just want to tell you that I really appreciate any kind of feedback that you give me. So if you resonate with this reading at all, then please, hit the like button. Certainly subscribe. I'd love that. And this is all free for you. This reading, and I love doing them. It's such a connection for me. So, like I said, I appreciate any feedback that you can give me. So this is your angel reading for July 12th through 18, 2021. And it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. That's just for somebody else, no worries. So let's just see what else your angels want to tell you about for that week, this week. And so these are the unicorn cards, and then these ones are the goddess cards. So as always, this is your guardian angels coming to give me your messages that maybe they've been trying to get your attention. Maybe they've been giving you the messages. Maybe you've been receiving them and you've just maybe not quite trusted it, or you're not paying attention or something like that. So they take advantage of this opportunity. When I ask them what messages do they want to give you, then they come and they come forth immediately. So here we go. No, that's not it. Okay, so a couple more cards here, angels. And so it's not only your own personal guardian angels. It is, and those ones, they have been with you since before birth, and they have nothing else to do. That's all they ever do, is hang out with you and try to guide you. And so anytime you need help, they're always there and always offering solutions. And so certainly these messages are partly from them. The messages are also partly from all the archangels, which each kind of have their specialty, their things that they love most helping with. And if you don't know which angel that is in particular, it doesn't matter, because they know. So if you say, well, I'm looking for some protection from whatever, then you can be confident that whichever angel is the appropriate one is coming and offering you the protection. So you don't have to know any of that stuff, right? Okay, so let's see. This is awesome. So they want you to start out having a bit of quiet time. It feels like life has been kind of hectic. You're tired. You're burning the candle at both ends, and it's time to have a rest because you're going to burn out, right? So I'm seeing just downtime. They're not really showing me a specific scenario, but which they sometimes do, but they're not. They're just showing me you resting, and you need to. Somebody else can look after the children. Somebody else can look after the home. You might even take a few days off of work so that somebody else can look after that. However that works out best for you is you'll have to coordinate that, but then you get a few days of rest, and you need that. Yeah, it's time. Take the weekend off, and don't plan anything. Yeah, don't plan anything. Just let it be a time of rest and of ease, and of looking after yourself. Yeah, you just feel tired. That's all. There's somebody, and no, I'm not getting a name or anything like that, but somebody is experiencing adrenal fatigue, and so it's time to check into that. If you feel like that resonates with you, then go get that checked out. Okay. So this is also, for some of you, this is also a time to be really meditative and to really get to know what's in your thoughts and your feelings. And so that, because some of you, you're feeling a little bit like you're going through the motions and you're doing all the stuff and you're getting it done, but are you really enjoying that anymore? So, if you feel like that's part of your message, then it's time for you to take some quiet time. Yes, certainly rest because you are pretty worn out, but also just contemplate within your own self. Are you doing what you really brings you joy? Are you doing what you're really having fun doing? And if the answer is no, well, maybe it's time to look for something else. And they're just telling me that many of you who are in that position, you already know what the something else is and that you'd like to do instead. And so they're saying, go ahead, start that. You can, have a little rest first because that's kind of the basis of this card. But then you can slowly get to doing the details of what it is that you want to do instead. And you can allow it to build slowly and a little at a time, one little step at a time. Yes. Okay, so here we have, there's something that is ending, something that is coming to an end. So they're just saying, for some people, this is pretty small. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's, I don't know, maybe your favorite show is coming to an end or something. You've been watching somewhere on Netflix and you've run out of episodes, so that's an ending. For some of you, it's more bigger than that. For some of you, it's maybe you're leaving a job, maybe you're leaving a relationship, maybe you're moving to a different home. All is well. I know it feels uncomfortable right now. It feels harsh. Some of it feels maybe like you're sad. You don't want it to be ending. Maybe it wasn't your choice. You didn't think. But there's always the next beginning, because it's that saying, when one door closes, another one opens. And that's exactly true. So there is something else waiting for you that you should be doing. Even when this situation seemed like it wasn't your choice, your angels can sometimes bring about these new opportunities and things that are happening. And everything is kind of coordinated, right? So however things are happening, to begin with, the people who have caused this ending for you that you didn't want, some of them, they're going to come to regret that. So I don't know if that makes you feel good or not. Try to be as generous as you can with your spirit, with your compassion, So some of them, they're going to discover that that's a mistake, but for some, it's just the way it's supposed to be. In fact, for all of them, it's the way it's supposed to be. Just they're going to think that isn't true, right? And so for you as well, you can be assured that it's all the way it's supposed to be, and that there's something better in the wings for you. So it might take a little while to get to you, but it's all good. Yeah, you might have some things to learn in the meantime while you're having some quiet time, right? But that's fine. The new can't quite come to you until you've released the old. So as soon as you can work through your feelings about the old being finished, then the new can come right directly to you. Yeah. So be curious about that. Be curious about that. It's a cool thing, this whatever it is that you're starting. Okay, so they're just reminding me that maybe we didn't finish talking about this. So yeah, some of this is projects that you've finished. Some of this, what else is it, angels, that you'd like to say? I think I'm not quite getting the message. And they're just saying, okay, move on, because it's going to all come around full circle. Okay, that's good to know. So curiosity. So have a look around and see what is around you, what projects you can be doing, what undercurrents are happening. Don't get involved in any drama or anything like that, but just be curious. How can you change something? What kind of invention can you make? What kind of creativity can you be showing right now? This feels really exciting. It's new, it's fresh, it's yeah, like you laugh over this, you love it, you enjoy doing these kinds of things. And so have your curiosity and start developing some new stuff. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, really awesome. Okay. And and so then once you've started it, remember to finish it. It feels like you've got some other projects that you did start, that you did a whole bunch of research on, that you know gathered materials and you probably even started doing the project, and now it's time to finish it. So you know, nobody needs a bunch of unfinished projects around, so just take time, tackle them one at a time, probably from the oldest first, you know, that kind of thing. Or maybe you can do whatever will take the least time to finish. Do that one first and get it finished and out of the way. Um, some of this is conversations that you've started with people but are unresolved still. So get that done. Um, when you have unfinished things that you know is your responsibility to do, it creates clutter. Even if in the physical world there's no clutter involved in it, you know, in terms of that conversation that you started that is unresolved. So it doesn't create a physical clutter, but it still creates a brain clutter, a mind clutter, and it keeps you distracted. It keeps it so that it's really hard to create your focus on the new thing. And so get this old stuff done and out of the way so that you can just relax about that. And it also, the finishing of projects also serves a purpose of increasing your self-esteem, because you know now that you started that, you did it, and now you finished it. And it feels really good to know that you can be in your integrity. You can finish what you said you were going to finish, right? You kept your word to yourself. And so, yeah, so get those things done. You don't need those hanging around anymore. Yeah. So here we have the energy of healer. Many of you are healers. You're light workers. Look around you at the world right now. What does the world need? The world needs healing, right? And so the more light workers and healers that we can have, the better. This can take any form. You can be taking training. You can be learning on yourself, like by yourself. You can be in an apprenticeship situation. You can be self-taught completely. You know, any of those apply. If you have some healing ability and people will notice, right, then you will have the opportunity to assist the world around you with your healing touch, your healing abilities, no matter in which way that comes, right? And so it's also does not necessarily mean a career, right? If you have your career, the one that you know you've been in for a little while, you're comfortable there, you're settled there, you're enjoying yourself there, you're doing all that, there is probably some opportunity within that role to be a healer. And so even if that is mentoring the new kid in the company, or maybe it's not at work, maybe it's somebody in the neighborhood who needs a little bit of assistance in some way, you will have opportunities to step in and be the healer, right? And so a healer is only somebody who helps somebody else, right? So you don't need to think, oh, now I have to go to all those years of doctor school or whatever. No, that's just absolutely not it. For some of you, maybe it is it. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're about to start or you've just started, and that's perfect. But for many of you, that has nothing to do with it. It's when you stop to assist somebody out of the blue, right? That helps them. A healer is a helper. And what you're helping is you're helping that person to see their own ability to heal, right? Yes. And so part of how you tend to do that is by showing love. Any kind of help, any kind of love, any kind of compassion, any kind of assistance or acceptance is all love. And so the more you show that, the more you notice when it's being shown to you, right? Because there is so much love all around you and it's being directed right at you, right in you. So let yourself receive that as well as letting yourself give that. It's really beautiful and it feels so good. Like that's what they're showing me right now is just this really warm heart feeling. And how you just sit and bask in it because it just feels so good. And that is all around you right now. And it's also in you to give. So some of you, you've forgotten that you have the power to create this and give this to other people who are maybe feeling a little down or, things like that. Even if they don't appear to be, maybe they are. And so when you show love in any way, a smile, just a smile with a stranger on the sidewalk is love. So every single interaction, try and make it very loving, try and make it appreciative. Yes. What a fabulous message for you, Leo. Okay, so let's take one more card from the Daily Guidance deck. And let's just see what they want us to know. Here it is. Go for it. Okay. So whatever you've been asking for, whatever you've been thinking about, maybe it's that curiosity or it's a new project or it's a new relationship, it's something like that, go for it. The time is right. Things are lining up. It's all going to go, relatively smoothly. You might have tiny little obstacles and whatever, but no, it's definitely time. Go for it. Yeah, there you got this. And your angels have your back. So perfect. Okay, that's an awesome reading for you, Leo. So can you hang around for one more minute here? And all that love that they were just talking about and spreading that, can you summon up some of that right now and help me to just send that all over the world? Oh, that feels good. Thank you. I've just received. Oh, beautiful. And let's just keep sending that so that everybody gets some, including you. And then we have made the world that much better. Thank you so much, Leo. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.